not getting you, just getting your food.
We're at the zoo. I can't see that good look.
Like no cars here anyway.
Let y'all know, we get to the zoo. Y'all don't need to come out here, gotta get your step off. Water is you back home.
What is wrong? I can hear holding on to me like being scary fast.
There.
No. Alright, let's go get tickets.
I was gonna say I would have been right close to right there. If I were you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna drop this camera down here, trust me. I hear.
Come on, man.
Full beans. Alright, get on out, buddy.
Internet చూసినారా గడ్డి తీసుకొని they are eating grass. Did you see that? See, they are taking.
Yeah, we can go over there. You up there? Catching that net. Been a long night, I reckon. They don't know. They didn't try.
Go ahead in.
He was looking like they didn't try. Oh, the beehive is closed this season.
Bees up there.
Are you ready? Put my hand on top of it. All right, can I put this through? Right?
That is so cool. I bet Daddy would want to see that. Well, the who is? Where? Oh, Lord. What, Lord? Yes, are we disturbing you?
Okay, I'm sorry.
My apologies, sir. Did you see that side eye he gave me? Who in here?
There's a turtle.
Is he in there? I don't see him. Oh, this is, yeah, these are just plants. Oh, he's always on. He probably did get me. Look at him calling. Anybody over there?
Oh, dude.
Oh, it's gonna be a bird.
All right, then.
He up there. Let me see if I can get closer. It's a glare. Y'all probably can't see him.
I'm still confused why our bird is like that.
Because he's free.
They're toads. What are toads?
What are
Oh, do you see that big pile of poop? They look like it just got pooped out. Oh, it's listening that bird.
He's a spiky guy. So he's the one. You see him? They're over there. You see him? I don't see him. Oh, he's dead. Oh my. Ew. They could have scooped that out before we got here. He is here now.
He's that big.
He looks like a character. He's asleep. And his poop is just unnecessary. Yeah. Oh. It's a whole drive. It's too many people.
His tail crazy.
Oh, what, a guy say?
They ain't no fish there, they go.
Yeah, another one of them toads. These are benefits of bear. This read that. Pause this and read this on your own time. Nope. Let them go. A salamander. Y'all see him? Well, he's moving. There he is.
He's right there staring at me. He's like, what?
I don't know if y'all can see them. Hey, don't you be yelling and getting people all upset.
He's looking at me.
They right back there. Y'all probably can't see them, but
They got a hit, man.
Look at him.
Give me new business.
Well, ain't not nay animal been active all day. They've been sleeping and chilling all day. All day. He said, I couldn't even get him. Well, that's why we're not going. Ain't nobody got time. I don't know what's in there then. Huh? I know, that's why I said we ain't going in. You want to go to that little bridge area? Ooh. Dang, I don't know about being in there. Shit, baby, I don't know what's...
Oh, they X-ray animals. What is it?
Oh, they dressing them. So excuse me. Hold on, they said they got amphibian eggs in this pond. Where? What are eggs?
They're amphibian eggs. Except I don't see any.
Me either.
What are they at?
I don't know, that's what I came over here to see.
What do they have?
You got them told me stories. Come on. Don't get me excited about it.
He's grinning this. Is it green?
Yeah. We had to come see King Julian before we left. They back there.
There's one more.
He's
a whole
right
vibe.
there.
Huh?
King Julian right there. King Julian right there.
No, he ain't.
He's right there.
Yeah, they are too.
Not that one.
Oh, they moving.
Hello, friend.
Hey, hello. I like to move it, move it.
Red one. You see it?
A monkey.
Let mommy
Wait, he a baby monkey right there.
Yeah.
On the string. Ew. What's up? Oh, he's like it's so cool.
It's okay.
Ew. Why does his butt look like that? These are the ones from Madagascar. These are the ones from Madagascar.
I know.
The giraffe, the zebra, why are they hiding?
Okay, hey you guys. Okay, so I wanted to check back in with you guys. So disregard my hair. I just rolled it up and I really hope my battery is gonna make it through this, but we'll see. We earlier today, as you saw earlier in the vlog, we went to the Asheboro Zoo. And so I just wanted to come back and give you our thoughts and opinions on it. This isn't my first time going to the zoo. This is my second time. But I just wanted to give you our thoughts and kind of maybe some, if you're thinking about going, maybe some recommendations. And then go ahead and wrap this trip vlog on up. First of all, the zoo, it is open from 9 to 5. Monday through, I want to say it may be open Saturday, I'm not sure. But 9 to 5. From where I currently live, it is an hour and 18 minutes, which isn't that bad. We got up this morning about 7:45, got moving around, finally got on the road about a little after 8:30, 8:45. Best recommendation, especially if you have kids, is if you can go ahead and get them a meal in them before you go. That is definitely going to help you because you'll be able to get through a good amount of the zoo before you have to actually feed them. So we did stop to McDonald's. I didn't get much sleep the night before for whatever reason, so I got me a coffee and that helped me get on through. The ride honestly wasn't that bad. It's not really, well, coming from my direction, where I live, it wasn't a bad drive. It wasn't like crazy hectic traffic. We did use the GPS and it wanted to encourage us to save 4 extra minutes, but it took us through the country, child. Don't. We ended up getting there. Parking wasn't too bad. Parking was free, which was good. We ended up going in through the Africa exit. So there's 2 different exits. You can go through Africa or North America. Do recommend, if you're a person who loses your car, to take a picture of that road that you own, because it's helpful so you know which gate you need to come back at. I honestly would say, now I was a person, I don't even have my paper. Hold on, let me see if I got my, no, I'll insert it. I was a person that I did, and I'm anal like that, I did budget it down to how much tickets would cost. I looked through all of the restaurants that were in all of the locations and picked things that were similar to what my husband and my son would eat so that I could kind of budget what food would be. I had down to how many miles it took in order to get there, just to kind of budget gas. So I pretty much had budgeted the whole entire trip, just so I would know how much I would need prior to going. So yeah, tickets for adults is about, was it 15? I believe. Again, I'll have my paper up here where you can see the exact amount. And kids, for Daniel's age, he's 8, was like 12. So I ended up spending about $41, $42 to get in. I would say the line wasn't bad. I called myself trying to be fast and buy the tickets in line, and there was a person that was behind us, but we ended up getting in at the same time. I will say, if you do choose to buy your tickets online, the earlier the better, just because it does take from what the lady told me, because I bought it in the line, it takes them about an hour for it to get into their system. So I would say the latest that you need to buy it is prior to you leaving. Definitely don't do it in the line like I did. Luckily, she took down some information and we were fine and able to get in, but I would definitely recommend the earlier the better, because you can just go right through. Bathrooms, I'm a person, I like to go to the bathroom before we get started too much. The line right by the bathroom right by the exit, right when you come in, is a little bit more congested. So hopefully, if you don't have to go to the bathroom like as soon as you get in, you could definitely go to another one that moved a little bit faster. just my thoughts. Masks were optional. We did have ours. We wore them in more congested areas. Of course, the bathrooms, going inside, and kind of when we were going to see a lot of the animals where everyone were clustered together, we wore our masks then, and then as we were walking by, we took them off. Totally your preference. I will say, today when we went, I had no idea. I would say, I don't know if you could kind of Google and see one of the busiest times of the year is. And if you have an issue with crowds, I would definitely encourage you to plan your trip based off when it's the least busiest, because you'll definitely be able to see a lot of the more popular animals a little bit quicker. Which lines really weren't terrible, to be really honest with you. It's just that if you have smaller kids, you know, you kind of have to kind of get in line, and then like, when you see a opening to get close by, you have to do that. But like I said, lines really was not terrible. I will say the lines that were the most terrible was more for the trams, which is kind of like the little shows that take you to different sides of the zoo. And honestly, we walked the whole thing. So walking the whole thing total is about 6 miles. I had my Apple Watch on, so that's from the car all the way around back to the car again, about 6 miles. We got there about 11:15, 11:20, 11:30. I would recommend going the earlier the better, just so that you could take your time, because it is a lot of walking. If you have a child who is too old to get into the strollers, then I would recommend you factor in time that they may need to sit down, they may need to go to the bathroom, things of that sort, so that you can move about the zoo a lot better without feeling like you have to rush through. Even though the way we did it, we went through the Africa way and we saw a lot of the animals as we were going through. We did miss some of them, but then on the way back to the car, we were able to see some of the ones that we missed. And even though it closes at 5, we still end up getting out of the zoo about 5:04, and it's not like they're like, hurry up, you gotta go type situation. Now, when we went, for whatever reason, the animals were really in chill mode. A lot of them were sleeping. They were kind of just sitting around eating. They weren't really active. I have heard that if you go earlier in the morning, like when they first open, they're a little bit more active, and you did see a lot more animals moving around towards the end. So I would say if you're really wanting to see animals be more active, I would try going like as soon as they open. So I don't know if that's when the gatekeepers and things of that sort are more interactive with them, and so that causes them to be more active. But we were just excited to see them. Like I said, a lot of them were sleeping and laying around and things of that sort. So, we didn't really mind. There were a lot of renovations going on when we went, so there were certain areas of the zoo that wasn't open. The birds were not, because honey child, apparently they were scared the bird flu, and I ain't even mad that they even decided to make that decision, because y'all know y'all the expert, and I'm okay with that. For kids, you have kids, there's Dippin' Dots, there's lemonade, there's all that. And so if you want to be that person and you won't want to spend that money type, you might need to have that conversation with your child earlier, because they might try it. Now, I would say as far as lunches go, there were people who did pack their lunch, and it was smart. I would say if you're going to pack lunches and you're going to carry coolers, make sure you bring the little wagon things, and I'll insert one here where you can tow all those things around and not be holding it on your back and things of that sort, because like I said, that's 6 miles and you ain't trying to carry all that on your back the whole entire time. You can bring your own food in. They are not checking bags. Honestly, I think the next time we'll bring, Daniel had his water cup, his insulated water cup. I think I will bring that, because they did have refillable water stations where you can keep yourself hydrated. The food is hot. I ain't even gonna hold you. Me and my son ate. My husband wasn't hungry yet when we ate, but I needed to eat because, child, it was hot. Okay, it wasn't hot. We'll get to the degrees in a minute. I was depleted at this point. We had pretty much all I had was the McDonald's, and we was burning calories, and your girl needed to refuel. And so for me, when I start going downhill, we got to eat. So me and my son, we ate, and that was $30, and it was the two of us. The burger was good. Don't get me wrong, but it comes off the money. Now, I will say they did have a park, which was nice, and they did have a kids zone area that is amazing. It's amazing. I really wish that we had a little bit more time for him to be able to play in the kids zone a little bit better. When I do vacations, I do feel like everyone should be able to do the things and see the things they want to see, so that everybody is able to enjoy the trip. So the park was great. He enjoyed the park, and the kids zone was fine. But like I say, when it gets about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and you're looking looking like, have we seen everything? You know, you kind of be a little bit more pushed for time. But like I say, those 2 areas for kids were great. It was fun. It was a good time. I personally like the time of the year that we went in. It was supposed to be about 75 there. I did end up we were wearing shorts. I was wearing more Bermuda shorts. I had this top on, but I did start out with a jean jacket. I did end up taking it off, and child, I was sweating. And I think that was more for the cardio. It was a nice breeze going on. It wasn't deathly hot. I just think the type of cardio we were doing was causing a sweat. I have been in the summer, and it is hot. So if I had to do it again, I would definitely go around the springtime, when there's a nice breeze, when it's in the 70, when it's like 75, 76, 75. Let's not play with it. In the mid 70s, because the heat is tolerable. You don't have, you know, everybody's not like wanting to fall out and all that because it's so deathly hot. It's warm. You're not freezing, but you're not too hot. It's a nice breeze. It's tolerable. So me, I would definitely go around this time again. But again, the only downside to that you do run into certain animals not being there due to the season. Like we weren't able to see the butterflies. The bees wasn't, the bee area wasn't open. So I guess depending on if you're going right now, in the springtime, it isn't a good time if you're wanting to see the butterflies. But if I wasn't going to go around this time, then I would definitely go maybe in the beginning of the summer before it starts getting really, really hot. Because again, I have been when it's really, really hot and it is miserable. Just saying, you definitely need to wear comfortable shoes. Don't be trying to wear your most fashionable sneakers. The shoes I had on were fine, but they did end up, I did end up having to come home and soak my feet afterwards. So I definitely say, you know, be mindful of your footwear. Carry a book bag, or one of those satchel type, book bag type purses, for, you know, that way you can have your essentials. You know, you can have, you know, your mask, you can have your wallet. I carried ibuprofen because, child, I am good to get a headache. And even something for your child, you can definitely carry your water bottles. And I was able to roll Daniel's jacket up into my backpack in case it were to get a little cool on us. And I had my jacket and we were good to go. I did have my phone and my camera and things were good to go. Just comfortability. Don't wear the shortest of the shorts because your thighs are going to run together, child. I wouldn't wear no dress because, again, it's the thighs. So for me, I need the fabric in between my thighs because chafing and walking is not the business. If you have knee problems, I do have knee problems, but my knee didn't give me any problems. But if it does, I would say, you know, maybe a knee brace wouldn't be bad. I also did not do a hard workout the day before because I needed my body to be rested for this walk because, child, your girl burned already, it's not 28, and your girl has burned 1018 in movement calories. And I know I burned probably more than that, like, throughout the whole day. So, yeah, overall, it's a great trip. I enjoyed myself. My family enjoyed ourselves. It was apparently the busiest time of the year, so there was a lot of people there. But it was fine. We were able to take our time. Again, with it closing at 5, we got home about 6 or 7. And you still have the rest of the night to do things if you wanted to. We were pretty much just chilling for the rest of the night, and yeah, I definitely would do this again. And if you guys went or you're thinking about going, comment down below and let me know what your favorite animal was. I saw all the animals I wanted to see except for the ostrich. A little upset about that because their lashes be on point, but it's okay. For me to have only not seen one animal out of all the animals that I wanted to see, I wanted to see the zebra and I wanted to see the monkeys and I wanted to see the ostrich, but I didn't get a chance to. I don't know where they were, but it's cool. I feel like that's not bad for me to only not have seen one animal. And also, Daniel got to see all the animals he wanted to. And I think my husband saw all the animals he wanted to. So I feel like overall, it was a great family trip. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and this discussion portion at the end. I will add things like this at the end of the things that we travel. Just I think it's helpful information. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.